The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. And he takes this from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So San Jose State's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Well, here we go. The energy in this building is absolutely amazing, Kirk. We are just 60 minutes away from crowning a new national champion in college football.
And think about it, as a player, this is really what you dream about. This is what you work towards, having an opportunity to get to the national championship. Both these teams have worked hard. Now they're here. Let's see how it plays out.
He'll hand it off. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
A gain moves the ball out near the 25.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
You bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get the third down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a first down. There's another example of it right there.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
In the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
The punt team making their way on the field. Not the way he wanted to kick it. And the puck will bounce out of bounds. They'll spot it down at the 15. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Scanning the field. It's Shager. While taking a shot on the very first play. Receiver left alone, wide open downfield. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown for the U.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
They're setting out to try the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the San Jose State offense. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down.
They pressure him and sack him to be tackled inside the 10.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. Here comes a handoff. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now. And here comes the punter onto the field.
The offense has a big play here, but they really put themselves in a hole on first and second down. That's why they've needed to try to play catch-up. They get some great yards there on third down, but it's still fourth down. Can they pick up the first?
You can see he's a dangerous return man. They finally grab him, but he sets the offense up in pretty good field position. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. This offense scorched the defense with a lightning strike, a one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see. He's got some room. Can he get there? Touchdown, Hurricanes. This quarterback on fire today.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his second touchdown reception in this football game.
Here's the point after attempt. With the extra point, the lead is 14. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Returner looking to create better field position. Coverage team brings down the returner. The San Jose State offense is back out there now. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead, or play it safe. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going. To throw, it's Shager. Bringing pressure. The short completion of the tight end. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Short pass finds the tight end. And they wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down marker. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Kickoff team out there now to get the second half underway. Return begins inside the 10. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. And the Miami offense is back on the field. After a positive finish to the first half, a chance to really build momentum here with more points. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 36.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Canes. Just ran away from the defense.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
Here comes the point after attempt. Attack on the PAT, and it's 21-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He'll return it from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. The Spartans offense back out on the field now. It's a shotgun run call. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5. No huddle now for the offense. Give it to the back again. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from their 25. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense, and it is. It's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the 2nd sack in this game.
Grab down the middle. It's right. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Pressure is coming. And he's swarmed by the pass rush. A sack to end this drive.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
On 1st down, it's play action. He's moving out of the pocket. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
Boy, just when it looked like they had complete control of the national championship, they turned the ball over. The only real mistake they could have made to give their opponent a chance to get back into the game, and they've done it.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Shager. He's running out of time here. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Tackle right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The pocket breaking down. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense. After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape. So bad plays on 1st and 2nd down puts him in a tough spot here. 3rd and very long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And the pressure gets to him again. The offense couldn't convert on 4th down the last time in this situation. Let's see if they can this time. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big 4th down stop. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field.
Well, this decision clearly backfires on this offense. Backed up inside their own 10-yard line, and you go for it? I mean, I get being aggressive, but that's just not smart football.
Oh, and he can't come up with the catch in the end zone. It's going to be 2nd down now. Looking to score, they'll run it to the left side. Touchdown, Miami. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Returner decides to field it. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the San Jose State offense. This thing is so out of hand, all you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. It's a sack. They've got him back at the 4-yard line.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and long. To throw, it's Shager. Running out of time in the pocket. The ball falls to the ground. We have a national champion. Well, this one ended up being a blowout. They get the W, but they also make a pretty strong statement here today.
Yeah, I thought this game would be a lot closer, at least closer than how things ended up. But give credit to this team for coming out with a good game plan and just dominating the game.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
And the Trojans will kick it away to start us off. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Hurricane offense makes its way onto the field to start this game. And here he comes, just jogging onto the field. But what's going fast, the heart rates of everybody in this crowd, Jesse.
Well, this is a special player. All eyes in the stadium on this guy. David, you know the defense, they're going to have to find a way to try to slow this guy down.
And he's going to touch it every single play. He'll be the main focal point. Can he handle?
Flying down the right side. The 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Miami!
What a way to start this game offensively. You find the matchup you like, you put it in his hands, and he does the rest. The defense looks like they were sleepwalking out there to start this game. One play, they go the distance to score a touchdown. This defense better wake up.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looking for blockers. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. So the Troy Trojans offense will go to work for the first time today. When your quarterback takes the field, you want him to look just like this guy, exuding confidence.
Yeah, the it factor. He's the man. Nobody questions it. Everybody on this team knows they've got his back, and he's the leader.
Everybody in this stadium also knows the offense goes as this guy goes. He has got to play well today.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Trying play action. Getting some heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. The throw. Out of the backfield, he's open. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Trojans decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Running it back, it's Jordan. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Couldn't make the play on first down. They'll try it again. 2nd and 10 from the 27. Looking for a man. It's Shager. Makes his connection.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
They're working that left side. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Makes the catch. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know it's...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Canes. A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. It's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. To throw, it's Vasco. Pocket starts to collapse. Fires to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. He's got it. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the air on first down. He lost one down the sideline. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. And the Hurricanes will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive, and they can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's two thought processes when I'm a defense and I got them backed up is I am stopping the run, not allowing them to have any space, but also understanding this is also a shot part of the field. Like, it's going to be a run, or a lot of times that ball is going to be a deep ball thrown down the sideline because you'll get man-to-man. Nice job by the defense applying pressure, getting a sack, now putting them in a bad situation, backed up, close to their own end zone.
And the Trojans will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Bringing it back, it's Jordan. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Yeah, you start day 1 of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective.
Touchdown, Miami! And the stomping has commenced. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on set. And now the ball is free in the end zone. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. Is this Christmas? Is this the gift-giving season? An absolute gift in the end zone, and the defense takes advantage, recovering the fumble for the touchdown.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Miami 35.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Back to throw. It's Vasco. Pressure coming.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Fires to the wideout. And that pass intercepted. Touchdown, Canes! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to add another. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Yeah, and how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Fires to the right. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Oh, he would have loved to tack on the big return, but they got it in the red zone at the 16.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're...
A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get...
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And the beatdown has ensued.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's Vasco. Coming after it. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better, they go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good at every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
yards.